You know as well as I do. You're saying hello.
Hey, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday night. How is everybody? Hop on, say hello. Let us know you're watching. You are watching Raincross Farms Makery. I am Robin. Behind the camera and the computer is my husband Bill. We are coming to you just outside of Lewiston, Idaho. And it was a beautiful sort of rainy day today. And we are ready to craft. I hope you are too. So let me pull up the live on my phone. Hopefully, yes. Yesterday we were having some internet problems. Hello, Linda. Welcome. So hopefully we will have none of that tonight. So hop on, say hello. And we are going to get started very soon. So if you have watched Facebook Lives, you know what helps us out is if you like or love our page, give us a heart or a thumbs up. If you will follow our page, we're trying to get our first 1,000 followers, so we would love it if you would be one of our first 1,000, and we would also love it if you would consider sharing our page out to your personal page, or if you're part of a craft group, or if you just have a friend that you know likes crafts and might be interested in this, just share it out to that person. So we would love that. You can say hello, peoples, and that's you. So again, say hello, so we're not just talking into the universe. Uh-oh.
She's okay. She's going pantless tonight.
Oh, yeah. She is getting her pant. She had a single-legged pant. For those of you that don't know, our dog had knee surgery almost 2 weeks ago. No, exactly 2 weeks ago. And she gets her staples out tomorrow. Well, we've been trying to keep her from licking at her staples and infecting the area. And we tried the cone, and that was horrible for everybody. And we got a big inflatable donut, and that was not much better for everybody. So I got her a little pair of 24-month toddler jammies and cut out one of the legs, and it fit her waist perfectly, and rolled it up, and she left her knee alone. Well, tomorrow she's getting her staples out, and her pant kind of needs a wash, and so we thought, let's just put it in the laundry basket and let her go without. So she's pantless right now till tomorrow, and then she won't need it.
Linda Lou says hi.
Hey, Linda, got your goodies. Planting and cleaning. Oh, well, anytime soon. Yes, go through that catalog. You got your catalog, because club members get the catalog. So I got my club envelope today, too. I didn't bring it downstairs. But yes, you get your catalog, and lots of amazing stuff in there. Hi, Patty. Welcome. Okay, so tonight's project. This is one of the new transfers. It is called Life in Full Bloom. And I love this because even though it's a big one, it's really 6 individual ones. So you're basically getting 6 designs for the price of one. But these work on some of our little smaller, more manageable surfaces. And so I thought it would be nice to do a little series, 3 or 4 lives, where I just use the designs from this transfer. And so we're going to use one of these, and tonight we're going to put it on one of our simple shapes. Now, our simple shapes are a set of just that, simple shapes. They are about maybe a little less than 1/4 of an inch thick, but they're wood. And in the package, you get 2 squares. I think they're 6 inch, and the 6 inch, two circles, 2 squares. And these are just perfect for this entire thing. All of these fit on either one of these surfaces. So we're gonna use the round one tonight. I put together a cart link. So if you're interested in it, you can type in, what did I say, full bloom. Either, I think it'll get to you whether you type either full or bloom or both. Unfortunately, things are so popular at Chalk, I put in, they had a new packet of, a set of paste packets. So for about the price of one of the jars, you could get 6 different paste packets. So you'd have an assortment of colors. And I put one in there this morning, and wouldn't you know it, it's sold out today. So it's not available. I'm not sure when it will become available. I didn't check the date on that to see if it's scheduled to be back in stock. But anyway, let's pretend it's still available. It comes with these 6 colors, not in the jars, but in the packets. It comes with eucalyptus, pretty light green, guava, which is kind of an orangey pink, more on the orange side. It comes with bright white. It comes with ocean mist, which is a light gray blue. It comes with dune, which is kind of an almondy tan color. And it comes with storm, which is a medium to light gray. So this is a very neutral set of colors. And so my idea was to use the colors in that set of packets to make it a little affordable if you kind of wanted to follow what I was doing. But unfortunately, they're sold out. But I'm going to go ahead and use these 2 colors tonight, the eucalyptus and the guava. Okay, any more comments? Okay, Bill made it work with full, so I think you can probably also make it work with bloom.
I'm not going to do it again. I already know.
Yeah, well, you can't.
Exactly. If I didn't learn anything, I learned that from hearing you yammer on about it every night.
Yammer?
Because you're my lovely yammering wife.
Yammer? Do you guys think I yammer?
Ask Alana.
Do I yammer? Yes, if you think I yammer. No, if I don't yammer. Yes or no? Okay. A lot of times I like to keep the backer sheet whole, but this is our C size, so it's 12 by 18. So it's kind of big. So I'm going to actually cut this apart with the backer. So I have a little bit smaller pieces to work with. So I'm just cutting on those little lines. Seems like the air turned on really loud. Heater.
Air conditioner?
Or the heater.
I mean the heater?
The fan is blowing really loud.
It does seem louder than normal, doesn't it?
Can people hear it? No, you don't get to vote.
I do get to vote.
I do not yammer. My voice is lovely, ladylike, and well modulated. I'll pay you.
I think you're taking sides.
I will pay you later, Alana. Okay, so we are going to use, we're actually going to use the hello tonight. So I'm going to put that apart, set these aside for now, and I'm going to do something that I should do all along. On the back, I am going to label it. So I'm going to call it Full Bloom, because that's the name of the transfer, and this is the hello design. So
look how perfect that looks. She makes me ill.
not only is my voice well modulated, but my handwriting
And
is
penmanship.
my penmanship is
Superb.
above average. So I've just got the name of the transfer and I've got the name of the design. So if I had them all cleaning and if they're slightly different sizes, I can make sure I get the right transfer on the right backer. See, Patty says I don't yammer either.
Well, if Patty says so,
Patty
that
says
must be true. I read it on the internet.
Hey.
I read it on Facebook.
Okay, so to get this ready, because it's a wood surface, I'm not too worried about the paint because I'm sure it's pretty well set. but I am going to wax it, but I'm not going to use my surface wax. Ordinarily, I use my surface wax that I sell in my shop. It may or may not be in stock. It was in stock last time I looked, but you know how that goes. I'm going to use, because I want this a little darker, but I don't want to paint it. So I'm going to use my dark wax. This is Chalk Teak Dark Paste Wax. I got it off of
Put that
Amazon.
Under the under one again. I want to see the label up closer.
It says Howard Chalk Teak Dark Paste. Dark Paste Wax. Okay. And it's Chalk Teak. And I believe I got this off of Amazon. It's got all these little protective.
Always come with a plastic on top, or do you put that back on?
Well, it came with it, and it normally stays up in the lid. This time it popped down. Okay. So it's just paste wax, but it's dark. So it will still put wax on the surface. It's also just going to put a little bit of color, so it's going to kind of look a little antique. Antiqued.
Linda, that's awesome.
Antique.
She says, I have gotten better with the wax. That's
Good.
awesome. Good.
Good. Yes, it is. It's a little bit of a learning curve, but once you get it, you get it. You know, if you can't feel it tacky anymore, then you're doing pretty good. If you can't feel it at all, maybe you need a little more. Okay, so I'm going to just take a little bit of this wax and apply it, and that just kind of gives it a little antique look. And it's also waxing the surface.
Okay, it's also showing the grain of the wood that you didn't see with the white.
But that's okay. That's what I'm wanting. Might not be what you want. You can paint these. You can just leave them bare wood. You can use dark wax. Your choices are endless. You could use Mod Podge and decoupage it. So I've got that wax on. Now I'm just kind of buffing it off. And I'm actually going to use my sanding block, Dollar Tree sanding block. You know, I had told people this wasn't going to be a Dollar Tree. We're going to use a lot of Dollar Tree supplies. We're just not going to use the surfaces.
Oh,
Okay,
get it at
so
Home Depot then.
so I got this at Dollar Tree. It's just a sanding block, and I am going to sand the edges of this to kind of make it look even a little more distressed. I don't want it to look new. So this is just an option you have. It kind of takes it down to bare wood on those edges. Okay. And now I kind of sanded away some of that dark wax, so I'm going to apply it a little bit again on those edges. And this didn't. Okay.
Well, I hope I haven't chased somebody away. We lost a person.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, somebody's back. 5.
Well,
Okay.
guess I didn't chase them away
Let's
after
see if
all.
we can get double digits. I still don't understand how some of these people say hello and boom, they've got 750 people watching. I don't get it. What have they got that we don't have? What? I don't know.
Maybe they have
I've already worn out one sanding block. Yep. Yes, that happens too. Okay. And so I'm still buffing because I'm still kind of feeling that wax. So you can kind of see what I did around those edges. I've just kind of sanded off that sharp corner. So it's kind of down to wood, but yet there's still the paint, but it's kind of aged looking. Okay, so there we go. So I'm going to decide how I want my grain. I think I'm going to go with the horizontal grain. And I'm just going to use this, and I'm actually not going to chalk this flour because we are going to use our own flour. Okay, so I'm going to brand new transfer. Hey, Marianne, brand new transfer. Hey, did my Valentine get there yet? I don't know how long it takes to get to where you are. Okay, our transfers are self-adhesive, so they're sticky on the back, which can work against you. You don't want them to stick so well that you distort them or stretch them when you pull them up. But I have waxed this, I have fuzzed this, which means I've put a little bit of lint on the sticky. So that should ease that stickiness up. Now I'm going to kind of hold it up to the light so I can see where my design is.
Right there. Hold it back up.
Okay, yeah, you can kind of see the shadow. That's what I'm looking at. I'm trying to make sure I'm mostly centered. Okay, so now I'm going to push this down.
Marianne says yes.
Oh, good.
I messaged you.
Oh, okay. I haven't checked my messenger yet, the business messenger. Had they had one from Idaho? We're usually not super well represented. For those of you that don't know, she had asked on, a very popular person just came on, but you're going to stay here with the unpopular crowd. Well, good for you. You can watch somebody's replay, right? Okay. Marianne, I guess, works at a school. That was my impression, is that you worked there. And one of the classes had a project. They were trying to get a Valentine from every state in the United States. And so Raincross Farms Makery sent her one from Idaho. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the outside, and I'm going to use eucalyptus.
She says you were from Idaho.
Well, good. We don't always, we're not always super well represented. Because we're just too busy enjoying our state. We don't have time to send out Valentines. Okay, so I'm stirring this up. It has sat for a while. It just needs a quick stir. We want it the consistency of sour cream or Greek yogurt. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit, like, I don't know if I said this is chalk paste, so it's chalk in paste form. And I'm going to put, and again, I'm not going to do that flour, but I am going to do this little, not floral, what is it?
Are you talking about the frame?
Yeah, what is it? I'm having a
wreath.
It's a wreath, but it's not a botanical, but I don't know.
Oh, you're looking for one of those
vines,
words.
vines or something.
In my graphics world, it would be a. Now you got me doing it.
Foliage.
Huh?
Foliage. Foliage. Foliage.
It's a
Okay.
border.
Okay. I don't want my paste to dry in the screen. So before I do the hello, I'm going to do a paste and peel. So I'm going to keep this pressed down, but I'm just going to peel up where I just pasted so I can release it from the screen. So that it won't dry in the screen. If it dries in the screen and then I lift up the screen, it's going to pull up the paste, and I want the paste on the wood. So now I'm just going to take my little quick dry tool and just zap it for a second so that it's dry. And I'm just going around So this is kind of a subtle color. I debated using a brighter green. But again, I kind of stuck with that color palette that came in the kit that is not available. Okay, so I'm not pushing that back down. I'm just going to push down the hello because that's what I'm going to chalk next. So this is Guava. And it also needs a little stir. When they sit for a while, sometimes they kind of, a little bit of the color kind of separates and you just give it a quick stir. If it's too dry, you add some distilled water, stir it up, thin it out. We use distilled water so that it doesn't introduce any chemicals or bacteria or bad stuff that could cause mold to grow. Okay. And now I'm going to chalk the hello.
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 Again in Guava. So just a cute little sign, although we're gonna, don't go away. We got a lot more planned with this. This is just the beginning. Okay, so I've got that. Right up there at the top. Okay. So now I'm going to peel and reveal and squeal. Ooh. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I like it. Subtle, soft colors. If you prefer bright colors, well, by all means, get out your hot pink and your bright green, and you do you. Okay. I am going to give this a spray so it doesn't dry. That will make my job of cleaning it easier. And I'm going to dry this really quickly. Now I purposely left this open because we're going to add something of our own there. So that should be dry. I'm going to let it continue drying, and I'm going to quickly clean my transfer. It's always a good thing if you do it right away. So I've got it sprayed with water, and I'm going to start with either a paper towel, or I got these are like reusable paper towels. They're called Swedish dishcloths, and you can use them over and over. You can toss them in your washing machine. You can rinse them out in your sink, and they kind of do what a paper towel does, but you don't have to throw it away. So I'm just getting that first layer of chalk off, and now I'm going to take my board eraser, get rid of that little doodad. My board eraser, which is like a magic eraser, but there's no chemicals in it. So
It says, woo-hoo, the troops are gone and I'm here.
Oh, right. So this is not, it's similar to a magic eraser, but don't use magic erasers because they have chemicals. They work wonders in your kitchen for cleaning, but we don't want the chemicals on these transfers. That will break down the silk screen, that will break down the adhesive on the back, so you don't want that. You want these to last as long as possible. The company guarantees 10 to 12 uses out of these. If you take care of them really well, we have found you can get dozens and dozens of uses out of them. Okay, so I did the front. Now I'm doing the sticky side. Again, I'm just wiping away the paste out of the screen, and on this side I'm also pulling out the fuzz that we put down earlier. And one more hit on the front and a hit on the back. Okay. And if at all possible, let it air dry, but don't let it air dry for weeks and weeks. As soon as it's dry, take the backer sheet, and I know which side is up, I'm going to take the side that's not written on, or the shiny side, and put it down on the sticky side, and then store it away in its little plastic container till I'm ready to use it again. Okay, so here is our little hello sign, and this is, let me show you what we're going to do with it. I got this wreath at Hobby Lobby. I think it's a wreath. Yeah, it's a wreath. I was thinking maybe it was a big long thing, but no, it's a wreath. And I'm going to put this inside the wreath.
Oh, hello.
Hello. And we're going to put a flower here. And then, but wait.
There's more.
There's more. We are going to, I got this months ago and I've been waiting to use it. This is, I guess they call this a tobacco basket. I don't know, maybe they go out into the fields picking the tobacco leaves. I don't know, it's called a tobacco basket. This is from Hobby Lobby. It was full price $17.99, but if you're smart, you never pay full price at Hobby Lobby. And this, again, was Hobby Lobby. It was $11.99, full price. Again, wait for a sale unless you live 2.5 hours away, and then you get what you get whenever you go. Okay, so this is going to be a little decorative display, and I may or may not put a bow up top or down below, but he's not going overhead, so I'm going to show you. So this will be a cute little wall hanging, and I'm envisioning that you can change it out with the seasons. So this could be your spring one. You could also do a summer one. You could do a fall one, Christmas, winter, you name it. So you could change this out. So we're not going to glue this down permanently, but that will be the finished thing. Now, this little hole here, we are going to make a felt flower. I could take a silk flower and I could glue it down, or I could use the transfer and I could put that flower down. But I'm working on this dimension thing. So I am going to show you how to make a felt rolled rose. I think I've done a live on this before, but it was a long time ago.
Grant says, wow, Marianne says, love it.
Okay. So I'm going to use a sheet of felt, and I don't want a huge rose. I just want a small rose. I'm hearing voices. I'm hearing me. Okay. So this is kind of a, well, let's see. It is called fuchsia, and I don't know where I got it. I know it has a K on it, but that does not stand for Kmart because we don't have a Kmart. So I'm not sure where I got it. Fabric store, even Dollar Tree has felt. So I'm going to use my good fabric scissors. These are my gingers.
Those ones has cutting.
Yeah, you're out whacking weeds with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cutting weeds and.
Okay.
Cutting
So I'm cutting that in half, and then I'm going to kind of roughly cut a square. This is nothing exact on this. So don't stress out. Don't think, oh, I need a pattern. Okay. So I'm going to, basically now I'm going to kind of make a circle with it. So I'm just kind of folding these edges, and I'm going to kind of cut a circle. So not a perfect circle. That's okay. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to cut a spiral. We're going to look at about 1 inch wide all the way around. We're going to spiral in towards the middle. So you might want to look overhead as we do this.
I'm trying to make it so my phone doesn't start playing up.
So again, I'm cutting about a 1 inch spiral. So I'm just cutting into that. And again, it's not an exact science. And then when I get here, I'm going to kind of rotate in, sticking at about an inch. Not
Hi,
crucial.
Sissa.
Hey, Sissa.
So Joanne wanted to know what the Band-Aids were on your arm. I said an excited dog.
Yeah.
And I said stupid Duke, and so Joanne says pedicures for Duke.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He is so hyper. And
He
I
is
have
so
old
excited.
old lady skin. It just rips apart. So that's what it's battle scars. Okay, so now I've got this spiral. Now I'm going to go back again, and on this outside edge, I'm going to cut scallops. Okay, free form. Although I would say at the outer edge, I probably am going to cut them smaller, closer together, towards the inside. Now I want to make sure I leave at least 1/4 of an inch from that inside edge. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. If you can't see, speak up, and I can do it a little bit different. So I'm just kind of cutting scallops, see? Okay, and I'm going to do that all the way around the outer edge. Again, I'm only cutting into about within 1/4 of an inch of that inside line.
Can you move forward just a little bit? There you go. Thank you. Okay, that's one of the things we got to do tomorrow when we go into town. I got to go to Home Depot and get some track lights. I'm tired of not being able to see your desk the way I want to. So I hope we got somebody buying something so that we can afford it.
Well, that's up to them. I gave, again, the cart link.
Wow.
Type in full bloom
Just wow.
to get access to this transfer.
Just wow.
I also, while I'm doing this boring thing of cutting these scallops, I got my copies of the new catalog. So some of you have seen it online. This is the new catalog. It's just full of goodies. It's only been out for a week. A few things have already sold out because they're just so darn beautiful. But I have catalogs, and if you're a club member, you get a catalog of your own with your order this month, with your club subscription transfer. But if you're not a club member and you would like to have a hard copy of the catalog, I have a way for you to get one. Technically free, but there's a catch. I am putting together, and I can't tell you prices because this is less than retail, and I can only talk about retail on my business page, but I put together what I call mystery bundles. So you can get a mystery catalog bundle, and what you will get is a catalog, and you will also get 2 of the brand new transfers that I pick out for you. So if you're not sure where to start or what to order, you just want someone to say, you decide, surprise me, I would be happy to go shopping for you and surprise you. So there's 2 types of bundles you can get. Let me finish this up and then I'll show it to you. So let me get rid of all of this edge. Okay, so you can get, one of the bundles is with A-size transfers. These are our 5x7s. So for example, this could be what you got with your catalog. Time to eat and pour yourself a cup of ambition. So a random selection of 2 A-size transfers. Or you could order the B-size kit, which is, these are the B-size, 8.5 by 11. So you could get Happiness is Homemade and The Good Life. Just 2 surprise transfers, and the catalog is free. And what it also comes with, I just lost it. You also get a special scratcher ticket from me, so with a special offer for you.
Raffle tickets.
Okay. So if you're interested in getting one of the mystery catalog bundles, you can type mystery.
I was going to say, go back and lay that thing out so we see what you did on the
You can type mystery in the comments, and it will send you a link where you can see the prices. I can't tell them to you here. We can see the prices and how to order. If you're in the VIP group, the link is already in there. I believe that posted at about 6:15. Anyway, this is the final thing. If you've done cricket and you've done rolled flowers, this looks very familiar. But this is, if you're just going to do one or two, I wouldn't do the cricket. I'd get my scissors out and I would do this, and it'll look just as good. Okay, so I've got inside the middle, I've left this little round part right there because I'm going to need that at the very end. So you see what I've done. Any questions? Raise your hand if you have a question. Now what we're going to do is we are going to assemble it. Now this is also an experiment. I was at the Dollar Tree and I've seen them and I've heard good and bad about them, so I thought I'd try it. I bought myself a $1 glue gun,
Another one?
a $1 glue gun, and $1 glue sticks. So we are going to test it out to see how it works.
Product testing.
It's yes, product testing Tuesday, just like, what's her name? Kristen Hampton. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to start on the outside and we are going to start gluing and rolling. Be careful with hot glue. Hot glue is hot. If you have a low temp glue gun, you might want to use that. I would use a glue gun because if you use even like craft glue, it's going to take a long time to dry and you want it to dry pretty quickly. Okay, so you're going to want to go overhead for this.
I am overhead.
So I'm going to start with just about that much glue. And I'm going to just kind of fold that in half. Glue gun, so far so good. Okay, so I'm kind of getting it started. And now I'm going to start rolling. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down maybe an inch of glue, because I'm going to roll the glue up into it. Again, be careful with hot glue. This is actually not too hot of a glue gun. It's not screaming hot. It's not smoking. And now you see I'm starting to kind of roll that. When I run out of glue, I put down another little line. When I'm just starting, I just put down a short line of glue. And I'm trying to keep this bottom edge flat, so like it could sit down like that. Okay. So glue and roll, glue and roll. I find that when I first start, it's like all the petals are all on one side. It's all right, it'll all work out.
So are you tucking that in tight?
Pretty tight. I mean, can you see? I'm rolling it up. I'm not squeezing it super tight. But those little scallops are forming the petals of the rose. Okay, so far that glue gun is working pretty well. Worth every bit of that $1 I paid for it. And now as I get a bigger base, then I can start extending out my line of glue, because it's got more circumference, so it rolls up faster. But you can kind of see how it's starting to form a rose. I love these, and felt flowers are very popular right now. So even if you didn't use it for a wall hanging, you could put these on barrettes or headbands for little girls or ladies.
Well, honestly, that looks like something you could get one of your young ladies or even young guys can make those pretty relatively simple.
You use it for package decorations. You could use it for, you put a pin, make it into a pin. Do people wear brooches anymore? I don't think so.
Your mom has
Joanne, I would wear these as earrings. I know she would.
Is that right, Joanne? Would you wear those as earrings?
So again, I'm rolling. Don't put so much glue that you can't control it or that it's setting up before you get to it. Okay, and looks like I need another. Okay, this is also Dollar Tree glue sticks, and they seem to be doing pretty well. I'm impressed. There's no on or off switch. It's just plug it in, it's on. Unplug it, it's off. It's not super hot, so I'm thinking it's like a low temp.
Joanne says you bet she would wear them.
You bet she would.
Listen, I knew you would wear them simply from the last time I saw you wear a pair of Matchbox cars as earrings.
Okay. So I'm going to go a little bit longer. The only thing about this glue gun is it's very small. So it's...
Just how large cookies are you baking? She says she's baking large cookies as we speak.
Bill baked a cake.
I made a cake for my Daisy.
Did he make it for his wife? For his Valentine? For his bride? No, he made it for his dog.
My sweet Daisy.
Okay.
Her big brown eyes. Look at me like there's nothing I can do wrong. Come, baby dog.
Until you take her to the dog tour tomorrow.
I have Mickey and Minnie and Woody Woodpecker. Oh, I gotta see a picture of your Woody. Send me a photo of your Woody Woodpecker cookie.
Is it
like a sugar cookie base or
is it like a cookie cutter? Or are you freehanding it? So this really doesn't take too long.
That is a laugh I've never been able to do. The Woody Woodpecker laugh. Yeah. I can't do a good one.
So I'm still trying to keep, it's not super, super flat, but for the most part, pretty good.
Her favorite pair of earrings is wrenches. The boys all want to take them off my ears to see if they work, and they actually do work. Of course they do. How do you think you keep that?
Because they're wrenches, right?
They're wrenches.
They're not look-alike wrenches. They're wrenches. Okay.
That's how she keeps Mike's neck bolts tight.
Okay, almost done. Almost done.
So I'm glad we didn't go on last night. We're still having little issues here with the internet, but yesterday Starlink was having problems all across the Pacific Northwest, having outages for 5 minutes at a time, stuff like that. Doesn't seem to be as bad today. I'm watching, doesn't show up on my scale, but we're still having some issues.
Okay, so now I've got down to this little flap.
A flap.
Okay, remember I told you I left a little flap?
Mom's got a flap.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and glue that flap right there so it's completely flat. Well, maybe not completely flat, but I'm just going to take a bunch of glue and give it like a base to sit on.
She's doing 4-inch hearts for her earrings. The cookies are hearts. What? 4-inch hearts, earrings, the cookies are hearts. Okay, Joanne, we'll just trust you, whatever you said.
Okay, so here is my felt rose. Is that
is a
not
fine looking
beautiful?
rose, baby.
It's beautiful. I
done
love it. I
good.
love it. I love
In
it.
fact, you know what? I got
And
to
it's-
turn my phone so I can put some hearts up
It's
on that.
going to go right there. Now we're also going to make some leaves.
And I'm not the only one putting hearts up.
Awesome.
Lots of people are putting up
Okay.
hearts.
So I'm going to make some leaves. Let's see. I'm going to make 2 at a time.
Is that leg hurting? Do I need to choose some of those? Looks a little small. No, it doesn't.
And again, I'm just kind of freehanding that. Kind of too big. Let's make them a little smaller.
What do you want, baby doll? I think she wants in my lap.
Maybe the
Hold it
first
right
time.
now.
Okay, so I've got some leaves. I'm going to take these and I'm going to kind of,
Which one? Baby doll?
what am I going to do? Okay, I'm going to kind of pinch them so that they are dimensional. So I'm going to put a little dab of glue there. I'm going to fold that over. Fold that back.
I can't reach the computer now because Daisy decided to climb in my lap.
Okay, kind of make that dimensional, and then
Oh, now Duke's
now
in my
Duke
lap.
is in your lap.
Oh,
You know, you can't have one without the
I
other.
can't move. Oh, you guys weigh a ton.
Lap time with Dad. Okay. So again, I just kind of pinched that, so it's a little bit,
Duke, what are you doing, buddy?
and let's glue these babies down. Okay, I think this glue gun is passing the test.
Oh, Duke, you have caused problems.
It would not be the first time.
This lap is not big enough for the both of you. Oh my goodness.
Okay. And then we're going to put a big wad of glue right there and push that down. Let it set. Voila! Pretty, pretty,
I'm
pretty.
trying to go both ways on it. I can't reach. Okay, there you go.
You guys need to see him. Okay, so I have my little hello with my little felt rose. And let me show you some other felt roses that I did. That was with a half a sheet of felt. This is also with a half a sheet of felt. These are with the full sheet of felt. So they get to be that big with the full sheet of felt.
I assume you could go it down even smaller.
You could. And now I also tried it with fabric. This is just cotton, 100% cotton fabric. It's okay. It doesn't have the bulk that the felt has, but it's pretty nonetheless. So that is just with cotton quilter's fabric. So this is with a half a sheet of felt. This is with the full sheet of felt. So anyway, mix them up while you're watching TV, and then just keep them in your craft room, and you can add them to whatever craft you're working
There's some
on.
comments going there. I can't read because I'm
Okay,
too far
Woody
away from the screen.
Woodpecker is earring. Oh, she's making Woody Woodpecker earrings. The cookies are hearts.
Oh,
Yes, now you know how to make them. And if you forget, just rewatch the video. Aren't you glad you watched me instead of, oh, what's her name? I don't even know who it is. Okay, so let's get this put together. What did I do? Okay, so here is my wreath. It's kind of,
do I need to shift back the other way?
kind
know what,
of
Donna,
all over
this
the
isn't working.
place. And we're going to
They think it's working.
lay that there.
think
And what
it's
I'm going to do is I'm going to wire this in. So to do that, I'm going to use my crocodile. I'm going to use my crocodile because it cuts a smaller hole. I also have my power punch that we sell in our shop, but it makes like a 1/4 inch. You're just going to have to be mean and knock them down.
Okay, down you go, dude. Down, down. Good boy.
So this
Okay, Daisy.
this puts about a 1/4 inch hole. I don't really want that big of a hole. So I'm going to use my crocodile, and it goes to, let's see, 3/16 or 1/8. 1/8 is smaller, right? Yes. 2/16 is equivalent. Okay, so I'm going to set it at 1/8, and I'm going to punch a couple of holes in this. About, you know what, I think I'm going to kind of do 3. Okay, so this is a hole punch on steroids.
Come here. Where'd my dogs go? Get back in.
It
Daisy.
cuts through this almost, what, 1/8 inch piece of wood without blinking. Okay. Let go. Let go. Okay. So I've got some holes here, and I'm going to use that to kind of wire this in. I've got some floral wire. This is 22 gauge. It's probably thicker than it needs to be. You do not cut your wire with your good fabric scissors. You use wire cutters with your wire. Okay, so I'm going to cut some wire here. I'm going to feed that through. Get in there. Right there. I'm going to give it just a little twist. Now, if I'm doing this with wire, I can trade it out for a different season if I would like. Okay, I'm going to get another wire. And do the same thing over here. Try to hide it underneath a leaf.
Yeah. No.
I'm going to actually ease up on that and let it go
Fine.
down a bit.
These dogs are awful needy tonight. Okay.
Okay, and one more piece of wire. Wire cutters. That through there. That through there.
I thought you were going to use all those flowers there for a minute.
No, no, no. I just wanted to show them to you and show you the different sizes. Okay, so I've got that wired in. Kind of looks pretty. Now I'm going to take my basket, and I'm actually going to use these wires to attach them, to attach this to the basket.
Wait a minute. You said you're going to take your basket? Is that what you said?
My basket.
I'm listening to the replay, of course, in my ears, and
Did I go?
Otherwise, would have made fun of you then.
Did I go a little oaky?
A little oaky on me,
Okay.
which I totally enjoyed.
So got that there. I'm going to give this a twist. This is, I can also use this to hang it up. Push those around a bit. And I think that's kind of all I need. And there I have my little spring hello.
Hello,
What do you
Spring.
think? What do you think?
Hello, Spring.
Homemade felt roses and cute little wreath inside a tobacco basket that I could change up for every season if I wanted to. So tell me what you think. Do you love it?
Of course they love it.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Well, that is tonight's project. I have another fun project tomorrow. I'm sharing into Craft Round the Clock, so I'm going on tomorrow morning at 10:15 Pacific time. And I'm not going to use this transfer for the part of it that I do tomorrow, but we will follow up and we will add to it with another part of this transfer, because remember, it's in 6 parts. It has this design, this hello. It has live life in full bloom. That's where I got the keyword full bloom. Let's get buzzin'. That's not let's get buzzed. That's let's get buzzin', as
You can
in
chop what you
let's
want.
get busy. No judgment though. Hey bud, and grow, and welcome spring. Okay, so you get 6 designs all on one transfer. And like I said, they fit beautifully on our simple shape rounds or squares. That's in that cart link. So look for us tomorrow morning at 10:15. If you're not signed up for our text notifications, you can do that easily. We'll send you out a little notice about 15 minutes before we go live. So if you text the word live to 208-425-1960, we'll get you signed up on that free service just to let you know when we go live. And again, our keyword for the supply list for this, if you're just curious to see what prices might be or what things look like, you can type full bloom in the comments. And if you're interested in one of the catalog mystery bundles, type in mystery in the comments or go to the VIP page. I've got a post up now about this. You can also just buy a catalog too. So that same link will take you to the catalog. So sounds great. If you are one of my club members, club meaning you're signed up for the $19.99 a month subscription, I just put Happy Mail in the mail to you, to my club members and to my designers, so that you can be prepared for our crafting party. So look for that in the VIP group. Again, that's a special perk just for my club members. So if you want to know more about being in the club, hit me up, ask me to chat with you about it, and we can get you signed up for it. And you can be getting some of those extra perks like Happy Mail in the mail. Okay, so that's it for tonight. Thanks for hanging with us. And again, thanks for being one of our followers, for watching our videos, being inspired. We hope that you are able to do something creative every day. That's our little motto. And we will see you tomorrow. And I'm going to pose and smile.